Wanna come get your milk?
What? Sir? Hello, and welcome to Unleashed. This is a spicy romance dating sim in which your friend Blair sets you up with her hot friend Sebastian. And lucky for you, Sebastian's got some spicy taste. Good thing you've always wanted to be somebody's pet project. Right, let's get started. I don't know if I'm ready for how spicy this is. Everything happens so quickly. 1 minute, I was joking with a friend about hooking up with her kinky sugar daddy friend. Next, I'm standing in front of a sleek black apartment door on the 15th floor of the Forge, that fancy apartment block where only people with money live. Blair had given me scarce details about Sebastian Bowen. Old college friend, rich lawyer, more than meets the eye. That was the man in a nutshell, apparently. The only unique thing about the doorway before me is that it's anything but unique. Unlike other apartments on the floor, there's no kitschy doormat or decorative touches. 246 has 2 Monstera flanking the doorway. 247 has a fresh coat of burgundy paint. 248 has nothing. I should stop stalling rather than making observations on my surroundings. A quick look at my phone tells me that it's 8:02. I wonder how long I've just been standing here delaying. Blair's words echo in my head, her encouragement and excitement around the prospects of such a beneficial arrangement, giving me the courage I need to finally freaking knock. He's so cute. It's barely a few seconds before the door opens, and on the other side, the most handsome man I've had the pleasure of laying eyes on. I purposely avoided Googling him precisely in hopes of this. Hey, Sebastian, right? I forced my words out of my now dry mouth, hoping it isn't obvious that A, I'm staring, and B, I'm nervous as heck.
Hi.
I love the voice acting. The man stands stiff, unmoving for a moment before he steps aside and ushers me in.
Come in.
I step over the threshold, wiping my shoes on the mat and shrugging off my slightly damp coat. Sebastian closes the door behind me, the sound of the catch sliding into the frame like a spark of ignition that sets the air aflame. The man hovers for a moment, waiting for me to shed my coat. He takes it from me and hangs it up. His eyes trail over me, assessing me too, as he seemingly takes in the details of my outfit and my body beneath it. I can't help but flush under the attention, a small but desperate part of me hoping he approves of what he sees, because I couldn't possibly approve more of what I see. Blair clearly loves me a lot if she's setting me up with this gorgeous specimen. What a good friend. Perhaps it's premature, but I already want to pounce him. Skip all the small talk and just get to the part where my lips are on his skin and his hands are all over my body. Irresponsible? Yes. Enticing? Absolutely. I need to calm down.
Make yourself comfortable.
He gestures to the couch nearby as he walks over to the kitchen area. Despite the wall of windows and the high ceilings, the room feels impossibly small. I tread over to the living area cautiously. Each piece of furniture looks expensive and barely touched, so much so I feel bad even stepping on the rugs with shoes. I'll just take them off, leave them here, and hopefully you won't think I'm a complete weirdo. I mean, I'm Asian and we take our shoes off. Always. My socked feet tiptoe to the edge of the couch, where I sink down gingerly, perching uncomfortably on the edge.
Would you like something to drink?
You? My attention is drawn back to Sebastian, who is standing before his perfectly polished marble countertops, 2 glasses in hand. And once more, I find myself staring, taking in the way his trousers mold around his legs, the way the white cotton of his shirt strains against his muscular back, and his sleeves roll up to tease his forearms. What? And he's got suspenders on. He turns, glancing over his shoulder and catching my gaze. Seeing his face in its full glory takes my breath away. His hair is perfectly in place, yet his tie is tucked down, his top button undone, revealing the delicious column of his throat. Right, he asked me what I want to drink. I cringe internally as my mind immediately supplies a tall glass of you, and then course corrects with an actual answer. Let's go with this one. Okay, my brain didn't course correct at all.
Sure.
Sure? If he's bothered by my staring or my cheesy line, he doesn't comment. Instead, he plays the gracious host and prepares the drinks.
I hope you didn't get caught in the rain too much.
I didn't. I took a rideshare, ignoring the mad dash to and from the car, that is.
I would have offered to send a car, but Blair insisted it was too much.
He says the words so matter-of-factly, as if the idea of sending a car is no big deal. Would I have thought as much if he had offered? Well, she was wrong. Though I mostly say that because the rideshare driver was a bit weird.
Weird how?
The man pauses, turning again with a curious, almost concerned look on his face. Talking to himself mostly. Nothing scary. What a relief. And no racism or other rants as I often seem to encounter in my unlucky rideshare experiences. All things considered, I take the journey as a victory. The look on Sebastian's face suggests I should have higher standards. Next time, I'll send a car. His tone leaves no room to broker an argument, and while my mouth opens as if to speak, nothing comes out. Next time, finally, he makes his way over with the drinks, passing mine directly to me before he sits. Despite the size of the couch, he occupies a space next to me, enveloping me in his warmth and his scent. I swallow hard. Whoa, already? Nerves kicking up like dust in a storm. It takes everything within me to just whisper my gratitude, and I find I suddenly struggle to meet his eye. For a moment, the room falls silent. I take a sip of whatever drink Sebastian just handed me. When the taste of sweet fruit hits my tongue, I hold myself back from laughing, relieved that my stupid joke had apparently gone misheard. He brought me a tall glass of juice. That's so cute. He didn't hear you, he heard juice. In my periphery, I can feel his gaze unwavering. He swallows his whiskey, and then he sets his glass down on the coffee table and sits quietly for a little while.
So, Blair didn't tell me too much about you, if I'm honest.
I brave looking at him, and if he's perturbed by this blind date turned kinky meet cute, I can't tell. Me neither. Besides what I just heard in passing, I scramble to think of something Blair has told me that is actually appropriate to say. He's great because he's got a stick up his ass. He's hot yet annoying because he knows it. He's a gentleman in the streets and a freak in the sheets. How does she know that? You're a hotshot lawyer. Corporate law, right? Blair already made a point to tell me not to ask too many questions about it, lest both of us die of boredom.
I'm a lawyer, yes. Hotshots, I don't know about that.
Sebastian pauses, his expression shifting.
Though my job is part of why I'm going about this the way I am. Too little time to find things organically.
I get what you mean. Finding people with shared interests is hard at the best of times. Can't be upfront in a dating profile. Otherwise you attract a bunch of creeps. Going in knowing we're both kinky alleviates some of the weight of a potentially awkward conversation. Yet it doesn't automatically mean things will work out just fine. If nothing else, at least we'll get an interesting evening out of this. I can feel how uneasy my smile is. Nervousness trickling through every fiber of my being.
Right.
I don't know if it's the reassurance or pity, but I see the first hint of a smile on the man's face. And then it's back to that good old awkward silence. I had to feel it. Just like he's gonna feel me. Woohoo! Dazzle with more small talk. So, did Blair have to beg you to agree to this too? Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Does it sound like I really don't want to be here? Crap. Sebastian laughs, short and sharp in a way that takes me by surprise. Just like how he's gonna take me by surprise. Giddy! God damn it. A smirk tugs at the corner of his lips.
There was some convincing.
That's a relief. I suppose anyone who would agree to this whole idea without any form of reluctance is probably not someone who should be doing it in the first place. I mean, hey, so my friend is looking for a BDSM relationship and he thinks doing it as a sugar daddy is the best way forward. Well, it's one way to matchmake friends, but certainly gotta be up there in terms of intimidating ways to do it. Yeah, same for me. But she insisted I give it a shot and stop being so boring.
I'm glad I'm not the only one she called boring.
Clearly, we have a lot in common.
Oh, I hope not, for your sake.
His voice drips with sarcasm, making it hard to take the comment too seriously. Still, it intrigues me, even if our commonality is sharing a dirty mind and specific tastes. I raise a brow, lilt my voice in flirtation. When his eyes snap to mine with a burning intensity, I know I've changed the track of his thoughts from self-loathing to something else entirely.
Touche.
Ooh, that touche sounded so good. The subject hangs in the air. The very nature of our meeting and mutual connection. It's implicit, understood, that this is happening because we both crave the same thing. Feeling braver, I force myself to address it directly. So what exactly are you looking for? He takes a long, almost painfully slow sip of his drink. I hang on to every second, waiting for his response, hoping it is what I want to hear.
I'm looking for a pet.
Oh, meow, I guess? Plain and simple, and the perfect answer.
Both inside and outside of the bedroom. Submission as well as some lifestyle play. Assuming that interests you, of course. Do you have much experience?
In theory, but not really. Does hundreds of hours spent fantasizing about it all count as real experience? Probably not. Sebastian nods thoughtfully, unfazed by my answer.
I see. I have experience as a dom, but nothing in regard to pet play. This is all new to me, at least in practice.
He's so cute. I don't know why, but he's giving me like Clark Kent vibes. It's so cute. Knowing he has experience as a dom is comforting. His guiding hand will be all the more real for it. What about being a sugar daddy? Is that new to you? I have so many questions for him about both axes of his experience. My stomach drops as a flicker of confusion, hurt and worry paints Sebastian's features.
Is that your main motivation here?
Not really. The dynamic is more important to me. The money is just a nice bonus I could spend on outfits and toys. Or, you know, making life a little easier.
I hope that it will. To answer your question, no. I've not been a sugar daddy before either.
Interesting. Well, at least we can feel our way through it together. Yeah, I'll definitely feel my way through him if you know what I mean. God damn it! I crack a sweet smile, hoping to lighten the atmosphere. I suppose it's like adopting a real pet. You don't know what you're getting yourself into until you have them.
And they're clawing at your furniture and humping your leg.
Do what now? I can't promise I won't claw.
Good thing pets are trainable little things then, isn't it?
What? Excuse me? The room stills, the air cracking with energy. My cheeks flush, need swirling as Sebastian's tone drops low and his eyes darken. He stares at me with intent. The first innuendo-laden flirt of the evening sounded so delicious from his lips, and doing ungodly things to me. Crap, my mind flickers with image after salacious image. Me on the end of a leash, being pulled along by his insistent tugs, snuggled up in a cozy safe cage, sequestered away until I can behave. I feel my skin prickle all over with heat. My throat tightens and my blood rushes south. I simply blink, unable to find a retort or an equally teasing flirt.
I'd like to start with limits.
Sebastian continues, a glint in his eyes suggesting that he knows exactly the effect he has on me. Yet his tone is even and frustratingly unaffected. And then he takes out his phone, tapping away quickly and allows me a moment to just breathe.
I'm taking notes, not being rude, if that's okay.
His eyes meet mine, awaiting my approval.
For me, I'm not looking for much in the extreme, though I might be interested in exploring free use in the future.
So he's just dropping the kinks. Oh my god. It's like we share a freaking brain. I see it so clearly in my head. The life of a pampered pet. It really is the dream. It's definitely a future consideration, but one that seems like a utopia. It's a shame we'll have to wait. Yeah, I guess that's cool. Totally play that off.
Good.
For a few moments, Sebastian types away, and I watch his thumbs move quickly across the illuminated screen. Then he raises his head, addressing the next point on his little negotiation meeting agenda. Are you okay with using the traffic light system? Yes, though I'd also want to discuss more before dabbling in any reluctance play or similar.
Of course. Any verbal rejection will be taken literally.
Once more, tap tap tap. I watch him entranced, already finding the look of serious concentration on his face endearing. The way his eyebrows twitch ever so slightly and his lips purse together. I try to imagine him in his daily life, working in a high-stakes legal environment, looking oh so perfect and distractingly handsome. Thank the Lord I'm not his opposing counsel.
How would you like me to address you as part of our play?
I take a moment to think, pondering what title I'd like most. Oh, I get to pick? That's cute. I'll go with the second one, I guess. I don't know, I'm not really like a pet name gal, but unless like the pet name's like the Harbinger or the, unquestioned Lord and Master of the Universe, or like Supreme Commander, I guess we'll go with Kitten. I suppose they'll do. Prideful and playful and ready to be pampered.
Kitten.
Okay. Okay, you don't have to say it like that. I know I said I wasn't a pet name person, but you're making it kind of hard. Sebastian tests out the word. It sounds so erotic falling from his lips, if this is how good it sounds now. I'm screwed when it comes down to the real thing. I clear my throat, turning my brain back to the conversation rather than the daydreaming. How would you like me to address you?
Entirely your preference.
Oh, the wink is so cute. A few different titles swirl around in my head, each one offering a slightly different vibe. It's not a tough choice. The title can always change as our relationship does, and our dom-sub bond develops. But for now, one title calls out. I'm not really into the first one, nor the last two. I don't know. None of these are like my preferred titles, but if need be, I will take Sir out of all of these. A firm hand from someone I can truly trust, if that's okay. He swallows, that gorgeous Adam's apple bobbing as he does.
That's more than okay.
Look at him blush. A dusting of pink covers his cheeks, and my chest swells with pride knowing he already feels inclined to the title. It's his turn to try and recompose himself, and he does so expertly. God, I'm jealous.
And what about limits and boundaries non-sexually?
I hadn't really thought about it.
Well, I can lead.
Aww.
Discretion is key considering my occupation. I'm sure you understand.
Of course. I can't say it matters much to me, but I respect your privacy.
Aftercare and debriefing is essential to me. Not just for your sake, but for mine.
He's so sweet. It's like such a mature and healthy way to approach it, and he honestly seems really responsible as well. He averts his gaze, suggesting there's more to the subject, but more that he won't share now. And that's good to know. It gives me plenty of time to prepare something for his dom drop, or whatever he may deal with after that fact.
Safety. I have clean test results I can share. I'd love the same from you. If we agree to do this, I'd expect we only do things unprotected with each other.
Oh, right. Our gazes met, the implication strong. Sebastian adjusts himself, tugging his tie looser, spreading his legs until they touch mine. A barely there graze, enough to send a jolt of electricity through me. I take a deep breath and let myself relax into the touch. And the more we talk, the more the atmosphere lightens. My anxiety and Sebastian's stiffness, I suppose sharing something so intimate straight off the bat has that effect. We basically dove in at the deep end.
One more thing. I expect you to be fairly available to come when I call.
Oh, to what now? I mean, I can do that. Really, my response is born of genuine shock and a slight sense of questioning. I can only hope my face doesn't display the way I really feel.
For the money I intend on giving you, yes. There are limits we can discuss, of course.
How much money? I suppose I hadn't really thought that this would be a possibility, but it makes sense. He's not just looking for a partner, but someone at his very beck and call. Could that be me?
Hopefully the money helps with both the practicality and your willingness.
Sebastian's attention is drawn back to his screen, tapping away before my phone subsequently pings, a unique sound meant just for my banking app.
Let me know.
He stares at me expectantly, my mind taking a few moments to catch up and realize he wishes for me to check the notification. And when I do, I'm sure my face is the very picture of surprise. Yeah, on second thought, I can definitely be what he needs. Screw it. For this, I'd be willing to do early morning wake-up calls. I mean, you know what? I don't like waking up early, but $10,000 is $10,000. It's a lot of money. We haven't agreed on anything yet. My eyes flip between my New Balance and Sebastian's blank blasé expression.
I know. This is for your time this evening, your confidence, and as a show of good faith. In advance, if you will.
Oh, he's so generous. I appreciate it. Really, I do. There's so much I hope to gain from this night. At the very least, an interesting story, and optimistically, a hot, reliable dominant, a fat stack of cash before I even properly agreed to anything. I hadn't expected that. I feel a little guilty. My voice softens with my admission, unable to keep my true feelings inside. Regardless of how much of a difference this could make for me, my stomach still twists with shame. Sebastian's hand comes to settle on the edge of my knee, hesitant at first before he squeezes reassuringly.
Don't.
Oh, he's so cute. I'm so sad that this is just like a formal contract relationship. His firm tone does help dismiss some of my feelings after all. He looks like he's pleased to have me receive it. I nod in acceptance and settle my hand on top of his. Still, I know that this will be one of the many things that may require an adjustment period as we embark on this adoption. For a moment, our gazes and hearts connect. It feels intense, vulnerable, like the planting of a seed to something that could lead to more than just a transactional relationship. The withholding of feelings wasn't explicit, but it was implied, at least in my mind. I find my hand itching, aching to withdraw before I slowly start to pull away from his grasp, and then something passes over Sebastian's face. His soft smile fading and features hardening. Wait, did I make him sad?
I have one final, rather important question for you, actually.
Yes? I mean, with the amount you're supposedly paying me, you can ask me anything you want. His gaze pins me, shivers passing over me as the energy of the room shifts. I swallow and try to steady myself. Go on.
Are you attracted to me?
Look at you. Yes. Do I like the dark-haired man with the nice eyes who's giving me money, who also has, sizable boobas? What size bra do you wear? Am I? Yes, very much so. I'm surprised he needs to ask, but he seems very much sincere. Either way, a little verbal confirmation goes a long way.
Good. I'm glad.
Aw, he's cute. Though that leaves the question, is the feeling mutual? Is it, Sebastian? Rather than let the worry hang in the air, I pluck up the courage to address it directly. My voice categorically does not relay a single bit of that confidence. Are you attracted to me? Very much so. Oh, he's so cute. Stop it. That's so sweet. He mirrors my earlier comment, his tone dripping with just as much sincerity. I can't help but beam. Perfect. With our mutual attraction confirmed, the air thickens. My tongue darts out to wet my lips at the exact same time Sebastian's eyes flicker down to look. My eyes fall to his lips too, plump and yet bitten raw, begging to be kissed. He does have nice lips. Sebastian makes the first move as he leans into my space and surrounds me with everything him. His hand comes to my chin, his touch soft yet insistent as he pulls me close. His fingers on my skin set my nerves alight. He moves closer and closer, and then he stops. A hair's breadth from me, and I can almost taste the whiskey on his lips. He's right there, waiting, teasing that final millimeter of space between us.
I'm going to kiss you now.
Sure. Hey, I'm not gonna complain. Yay! He whispers the words against my lips before he dives in. Our eyes flutter shut as our lips finally meet. Electricity courses through my body, that fuzzy feeling flowing from the tips of my ears to the ends of my toes. Every hair stands on end. One kiss and I'm under his spell. almost whimpering into his mouth like a whiny little pet. Whoa! Already? He's fully in charge of the kiss, deciding the rhythm, all the way until he pulls away and leaves me desperate for more. Look at him blush. He's so cute. When I open my eyes once more, I see his pupils blown wide. His lips parted, the edges of his glasses starting to steam. It takes me a good few seconds for me to string a sentence together. So that's definitely a yes to being attracted to me. Very much so. Oh, Sebastian isn't in charge, however. As I dive back in, greedy and stealing kisses from his lips like I'm already addicted. Uh-oh. My hands find their way to his hair, hoping to keep him exactly where I want him as I feed the hunger inside me. And then they begin to trail, finding their way lower, until they rest atop his chest. Firm pecs hidden beneath the soft cotton of his dress shirt. Once again, what size bra do you wear? I feel the smooth plane of his abs as I lick at his lips, exploring every inch of him that I can. Sebastian stiffens against me, his hands stilling my navigation southward.
Are you sure you want to do this so soon?
Driven by sheer animalistic need, I hadn't stopped to consider such a thing. You're right, we should get to know each other more. Of course. I part from him, my hands and lips pulling away. Yet I can't find it within myself to fully withdraw, to return to my own couch cushion after feeling his embrace. My leg remains partially over his as his arm falls behind me, spread across the back of the sofa. Sebastian takes a moment to think. Just as I'm about to start the conversation, he beats me to it.
How long have you known Blair?
I rack my brain, trying to think of an approximate time frame. Good few years now. We met through a mutual friend's TTRPG campaign.
Was it a fantasy cyberpunk mashup?
Yeah. Sebastian scoffs, his eyes rolling while a smirk forms.
She tried to get me to join that. Interesting turn of fate.
It's crazy to think about that we could have met so much sooner. Come to think of it, there must have been so many meetings in the past. Or maybe she's been trying to set us up for the longest time? I laugh mirthfully, because it honestly would surprise me if Blair had been trying to puppeteer us for years now.
If only I'd let her browbeat me into sharing my tastes sooner.
Aw, I arch a brow, suddenly very curious about how that conversation unfolded. If only. How about you? How long have you known Blair? Sebastian's head tilts as he recalls, seemingly drifting off deep into the past.
As long as I can remember. Our families are close and have been since before we were born.
Oh, right. I remember now. She said your parents used to work together. Now your dad's a judge? That he is. Another reason privacy is so important to me. For lack of anything sincere to say, I say the first thing that comes to my mind. Well, with the current political climate and how screwed it is, I doubt anyone would care about a little consensual kink.
You're right, but I like to keep my cards close to my chest regardless.
That much is obvious, but my god does it make me want to get inside his brain and pull apart every little thought. Yeah, I can see that. If I thought hard, I could probably think of a million things to talk about. His and Blair's friendship, his life outside of work, why he turned out magical cyberpunk role-playing, but that magnetism draws me back to him. Makes me ache to feel his lips on mine once more. I watch as he takes off his glasses, folding the arms before he sets them on the table. I watch the way his neck stretches as he leans over. How pretty his side profile is. He is actually very pretty. I cannot believe I am this lucky. I hate that I want to throw myself at him again. We've known each other for what? An hour at most. I mean, I guess it's just the chemistry talking, no? And before the overthinking can take over, I throw caution to the wind and return to his waiting lips. Once more we meet with passion, the tension we built up over our negotiation dissipating into sweet relief. My hands return to his torso, eager to feel more of him, and it seems I'm not the only one. First, the hand holds my neck, tenderly and with no pressure, and yet still firmly exceeding his need. Then they fall lower. Sounds fall from my lips, and Sebastian takes advantage as he kisses more deeply. He pushes against me, waiting until I fall backwards into the plush seat cushions, his arms caging me in as he climbs atop. Whoa! Before he dives in once more, one hand roams, embracing me as he goes. Ooh, Sebastian, no matter how much his movements suggest the feeling, doesn't verbalize his pleasure. I can't wait to draw sweet sounds from his lips like he does mine. He looks so wrecked. Are you sure you're a dom, sir? Are you sure? Because you kind of look like you are blushing like hell. We part for air, and Sebastian makes quite the sight indeed. Eyes dark and cheeks flushed, hair a mess.
Fuck.
That was a really, really nice way that he said it. He gasps against my lips.
Again, if we're moving too fast, let me know.
I mean, I'm fine. Are you fine? You don't really look fine. If it's fast, I think I like fast. The look that flashes over Sebastian's features makes me feel his hesitation deep in the pit of my stomach. Is it him who wishes to slow down?
Would you like to try a scene? Something mild.
He sounds so breathy. Ooh, okay. Clearly not. My brain floods with ideas, ranging from sensible to outlandish. Perhaps he's gonna reveal a cage in the corner of the room and tell me to get in, or maybe I should just ask. That just reminds me of that one guy from that one Otome game. What do you have in mind?
I have a play collar and leash. Would you like to explore that a little?
You're so cute. Yes, please, I say breathlessly without a moment's hesitation. Sebastian gives me one last heated look before he rises from the couch.
Stay.
What? God, he's really good at the something. Also, look how tiny his waist is. Is that an order? Just as quickly as the sassy remark leaves my mouth, he hits me back with his retort.
Why don't you disobey and find out?
What? Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, I will. What are you gonna do? Absolutely wreck me? Before I can respond again, he takes his leave, heading into one of the rooms down the corridor of his apartment. He's gone a few moments. Enough of my mind to start thinking over what's to come. Me. And him, probably. What if, despite all my fantasizing, I don't enjoy it after all? I mean, that's okay, we just tell him. He interrupts my thoughts with his return. I watch silently as he returns beside me, sitting on the couch with a renewed confidence to his posture. He presses his dress shoe to the top of the coffee table before he slides it away, creating space before him. That was kinda hot. He takes a throw cushion, places it on the ground before him, and he finally addresses me.
On your knees.
What? I mean, yeah, sure, alright. That just kinda caught me off guard a little, you know? It feels so good to finally hear his command. So natural spilling from his lips. I comply wordlessly. It takes a few moments for me to adjust, to kneel properly in a comfortable way. For a moment I feel not uncomfortable, but uncertain, until I look up at Sebastian and see a touch of adoration in his soft look. Aww.
So good for me already.
What? Sips quietly. This man is catching me off guard.
Are your knees okay?
And so thoughtful. You know what? How about we just don't do this whole thing and you and I just start dating? And still so considerate. Truly the signs of a great owner-to-be. They're good, at least for now. I shuffle a little, redistributing the stuffing beneath me as I sit back on my heels. It's a godsend compared to his carpet and hardwood floor.
Let me know if that changes.
I nod silently, appreciating his consideration.
Ready?
As ready as I ever will be. Yeah, I sweep my hair out of the way to give him better access. He closes the leather around my neck, his breath fanning over my face as he works on looping the strap through the buckle, and then he tightens it. I let my hair fall back in place as I adjust to the sensation.
How's that?
It feels like it's been there all along. A natural extension of my body just waiting to be integrated. Not tight enough. That'll get me what I want, right? Sebastian smirks knowingly as he hooks 2 fingers and pulls. My head jerks forward and the collar tightens.
How about now?
Distracting! Ah! Perfect. My words are a whisper, my head spinning as my blood flow is restricted. Crap.
Any tighter would be too much for too long, but I'll be sure to indulge you from time to time.
He smirks wickedly before he releases his grip and leaves me reeling before him. I watch attentively as he shuffles back off the couch cushions and makes himself comfortable. A pat to his side beckons me closer.
Now lay your head here.
I comply, snuggling close to his thigh as I relax my weight into his leg.
Good.
Eesh! The room falls silent as Sebastian starts to pat the top of my head, a comforting and calming gesture that soothes my nerves.
That's it.
Oh!
I appreciate you trusting me. Just relax now. Close your eyes. Ah, there we go. On your knees where you belong. Feeling safe and secure.
Safe and secure. Where I belong. His soothing words and gentle touch send shivers down my body, my form loosening and relaxing as my breathing begins to slow.
Comfortable?
Very. He continues. A slow rhythm of caresses that sweep away the usual chaos of my mind.
Being so good for me, behaving so well, and being so sweet. Giving me such a privilege. Let yourself relax. Your thoughts drift away. All those pesky thoughts are for people, not pets.
No thoughts. No worries. I can feel my thoughts slow, a fuzzy feeling overtaking me. A cloud of bliss awaits me as I fall deeper with every touch.
No cares. I will take care of everything.
That sounds so nice. The haze swells, a deep relaxation with a building excitement.
Oh, you make the sweetest noises.
Sebastian's words register over my own whimpering. A small press down on my shoulders encourages me to settle against him.
There, sit. Good. Just get comfortable.
I try my best to focus more on the feeling of him patting me than the pressure elsewhere.
Just relax and let go.
His voice coaxes me into a more primal state. No thoughts, just instinct. And I find myself starting to move. I hope this is what he wanted. After all, who puts their leg in that position? And not to do this to them. My movements are subtle at first, and could be easily mistaken for me just getting more comfortable. It's not long before he notices.
Are you my leg?
Baby? Yeah? Am I not allowed to? I shake my head and whine, feeling the urge to deny it despite the evidence.
Use your words.
I cannot handle this man. This man is too intense for me. He's so cute though. But I'm like blushing. No, a lie. And a terrible one. But it's not my fault. Yes it is. He tuts. A hint of disapproval in his tone that makes me smart.
Such a bad habit. I'll have to train it out of you.
I just want to jump into ice. I haven't stopped moving, and he hasn't stopped pushing either. My eyes open as I plead with him, not wanting to stop now that we've started. Please, it's good. Sebastian pauses to think, each silent second stretching on as I wait for his judgment.
Maybe just this once.
Yay! With explicit permission, I resume my movements.
The little pet is in heat, I see.
What? Am I an Omega? Why am I always in scenarios in which I am always implied to be an Omega? If I had a nickel for every single time, I whine, move closer and hide my face. The words feeling too intense. My eyes meet his. His pupils are blown wide. Lower lip between his teeth, his expression ravenous, and I find myself catapulted to the edge.
Such a needy pet getting to the edge already.
God, I don't think I'm gonna survive. Yeah, this is me, internally, right now. I am not living. I hold myself at the edge.
Oh, that's it. There we go.
I really like his voice.
Let go.
There's a lot of sipping going on. I'm very thirsty right now. With his command, I let go entirely. Shaking as I tremble, my body begins to still, but my brain takes a moment to catch up. I feel the delirious smile on my face, my mind struggling to string together thoughts.
You okay?
Oh, he's so cute. How is he like so hot and so cute? Great, yeah, good. Just a little embarrassed to have done that. I struggle to meet his eye. Should I tell him that it's a first for me? The smile on his face is already just a touch smug.
I can clean you up later.
Oh, not now? One of his hands leaves me, drawing attention to something else instead.
Don't you want a treat?
You can't talk to me like that. Or maybe he can. On second thought, sure, he absolutely can. His voice is playfully coy, yet there's a hint of desperation to it. A treat.
Just a few more commands to obey.
Woohoo! Yay! Oh, I see. I find my gaze can't stray away from the outline and whatever is underneath. Let's do this one. It's clear the teasing has its intended effect when Sebastian's brow furrows.
I suppose it's my fault for not specifying.
He shuffles down the fabric himself.
Take me out.
Like with a sniper, or do you mean the other sniper in your pants? He commands, and I'm ready to remove the inconvenient barrier. And when I do, I find myself drooling at the sight.
Wanna come get your milk?
What? Sir? Hello? Did he really just say that? I feel like I'm not supposed to find it funny. I mean, it's hot, but still. I try to hold back my amusement to focus on my continuing excitement, and Sebastian's as well. But then our eyes meet, and I can see Sebastian sees the humor I do. Neither of us can stop ourselves from laughing.
I'm serious.
He's so cute. He takes a moment to recompose himself, forcing the smile off of his face, and I do the same. Okay, focus. Back to character. And I seriously want my milk. Sebastian takes a hold of the end of the leash, tugging me forward.
Come and get it then.
Oh my god. This man is killing me. Killing me! I surge forward. Sir, you have got to stop saying it like that. I will not last. I will die. I am not immune to the charms of a very good-looking and very sweet man.
Oh.
What was that?
You're good at that.
I am. I sure am. I am a professional. My eyes flicker upward, trying to catch what I can of his expression. I need to hear his noises, determined to draw the sounds out. I step up my game. I up the ante, but he sighs, and there's nothing more. It's then that he makes a sound. What? Oh my god. Oh, finally, he makes more noise. My body glows. His approval addictive.
So pretty for me.
I'm going to die. His gaze is intense, Such approval washes over me, filling my every cell with an unbeatable high, one that urges me to seek his ultimate approval, and breathes heavier as he rushes closer to the edge.
Good pets.
Good God, Sebastian! I didn't know you could do that. Do it again.
Good pets.
Wow! Did you just listen to it again, Yinny? Yes, I did. Hey, I can't help it, okay? I like when Ben whimper. His voice is such a deep growl. I want to really earn my treat. Afterwards, he slumps in exhaustion. That little, whimper at the beginning? Smashing my head against the wall right now. That was fantastic. Sebastian shuffles before me.
Oh, enjoy your treats.
The wink is so cute. Very much so. I earned it after all.
Come with me.
He stands and offers his hand to help steady me as I rise on shaky legs.
Are your legs okay?
He's so caring. Actually perfect. He's so respectful and it's so, healthy. Ugh, where has he been all my dating sim life? They're good. Let's hope he ignores the fact that I'm walking like a baby deer. But really, it's not a big deal. He leads me down the hallway to his bedroom. A sparsely decorated neat room with a large bed. It's circular. I've never seen a circular bed. Sebastian, are you one of those rich people that, enjoy minimalism? We gotta change that. Put your clothes in the hamper. I'll get them washed for you in the morning. His words are a simple command, as he gestures to the hamper.
Stay the night?
Oh, the softness and uncertainty of his voice takes me by surprise. You know what else takes me by surprise? Hello, Puddles! But yeah, like me, Put is also sick, so she's had a couple of days at the vet. She's okay now, though. But yeah, I'm just avoiding picking her up, so that's why she's not, on camera today. But she certainly feels well enough to scratch my chair. I don't have pajamas, or a toothbrush, or it's not that I don't want to, but I certainly didn't come prepared.
Well, I do.
Oh, my nose crinkles in disgust, but I can't help the peal of laughter that escapes me. I'm not sharing your toothbrush. He pins me with a look.
No, I'm not some kind of animal. That's you.
Hey, whoa! His sarcastic smile makes me want to kiss it off his face.
I have some spares in the guest bathroom.
He turns away and heads to the wardrobe, setting an oversized shirt and some sweatpants on the bed.
I'll be right back.
My eyes flicker between him and the clothes, with his own set. My cheeks flush with heat. Despite everything we just did, he still gives me the privacy to change on my own terms. Following his instructions, I get changed. I climb into the clothes he left behind, impossibly soft cotton sliding over my skin. I begin to look around the room, trying to understand more about the man. There really is little decoration. Just minimalist high-end furniture. We have got to change that. A knock at the door pulls me away from my spying as Sebastian re-enters the room. Wow! Look at his, gutters. God, he's so pretty.
It suits you.
But he simply walks by, taking the spare toothbrush he gathered to the ensuite, then returning with a washcloth. Well, this is gonna be a speed run with the fastest time I've acquired a guy's shirt. Must be a good sign. He wipes up my face with the washcloth, cleaning me off before he tosses that into the hamper as well. Then he makes his way over to the bed and lays down on top the sheets.
Join me?
You're so cute. Oh, sure. I shuffle onto the bed, the feeling of uncertainty washing over me. It's undoubtedly time for a debrief.
Are you open to cuddling?
I mean, as if I wouldn't cuddle you and rest my head on those. Right now, I want nothing more than a cuddle. More than open.
Good.
I love his voice so much. He opens up his waiting arms and beckons me in, until I snuggle close and settle my head on his chest and nuzzle right into his neck. One arm wraps around me while the other strokes my hair, much like he did earlier.
Still feeling okay?
Oh, I'm on cloud 9, happy to be cuddling. How are you? My words spill out of me unfiltered, but Sebastian hesitates, taking a little longer to respond.
I'm good.
His voice is a little uneven, and I recall what he said earlier about his own need for aftercare. There's more you're not saying. His chest rises suddenly as he puffs out a wry laugh and kisses the top of my head. I can feel his smile as he does.
You're not allowed to be so good at reading me. We just met.
I know, and you already feel too good to be true. I kind of wish I was just dating you instead. Sucks for you. Teasing him comes easy, but his unspoken feelings still linger in the air. Let's ask him. I can't let them go unaddressed. It doesn't feel right. How do you really feel? He takes a deep, steadying breath before he speaks.
I think I'm feeling a sense of shame.
Wait, why? Shame? About what we did?
More how fast we did it. It's my job to be responsible, and I got swept away.
I'd be lying if I said I hadn't got caught up in the lust too. But never did it feel like it might be a mistake. Every moment came naturally, and Sebastian was considerate the whole way through. I squeezed him tight, hoping to infuse him with my positive feelings. You are still very responsible, I promise. A joke pushes its way to the forefront of my mind before I can stop it, my brain just wanting to make him smile. You know, maybe we should get you a treat for being such a good boy.
I'm going to ignore that comment.
He's so cute. Actually just adorable. He tries to flatten his tone, but it's clear he's amused. Your prerogative. I in silence for the moment, chest rising and falling in sync as we embrace each other. I felt safe and cared for. I hope you did too? I did. I do. My heart pangs with a sickly affection. Something tugging within me that I didn't quite expect. Everything we had discussed had been practicalities. An arrangement. No talk of dating or feelings or the like. It's probably not best to let it go unaddressed before we fumble around in the dark and somebody gets hurt. It takes me a few moments to gather up the courage to speak. Is this going to be strictly sexual between us?
It's not what I intended, at least when Blair set things in motion, but I also hadn't expected we'd fit together so well so quickly.
Does he like me as well? My chest pounds at his words, just like how he's gonna pound me later. And I think over my own desires. I want more. It feels strange to say that so soon, but the heart wants what it wants. And I think I see things with Sebastian going somewhere.
As do I.
Sebastian pushes my chin upwards until he can capture my lips in a series of sweet chaste kisses. Neither of us can keep the smiles off our faces, staring at each other with maddening, burdening affection. Despite wanting to chase his lips for more kisses, I find myself withdrawing as a heavy yawn takes over me and I shield myself with a hand.
Oh, tired?
Your fault.
However, are you going to survive what comes next?
I guess I'm in desperate need of training.
Such a good pet.
He's so cute. I'm so happy we both got together. Kind of, sort of. But that was Unleashed. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. I am so happy with Sebastian. He's so cute. I did not expect him to be that cute. He was like gentlemanly and like generous and sweet and responsible and also just very, very hot. So I really like this. I did do a full playthrough. I didn't explore the other options because it was mostly just like change in dialogue, I think, here and there. But also, as annoying as it is, I'm still recovering and I can't stress my voice out too much, which is very, very annoying. But I love this. I hope we'll get more Sebastian in the future because I adore him. And I cannot wait to take things further with this gorgeous man. Anyways, if you guys do want the full uncut and uncensored reaction to the spicy scene in this, that is available on my Patreon, link is in the description box below. But thank you so much for watching this, and if you did like this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. But thank you once again, and until the next fictional man, take care.